Why didn't they stick around? Okay. So his argument is what? They were not really fully true believers. They were in it more for themselves. Yeah. Okay. All right, let's just say I give that argument 5-10%. I don't give that argument 80% credibility, by the way. Let's say the other side is, because Trump is just so hard to work with. He fires everybody. I mean, he had a show. The whole show was all about what? You're fired. And he's all about himself. So if you're not with him 100%, he fires you. How much credibility you give to that? Say you give 20%, 30% credibility to that, whatever it is. Yeah. Fine. Let's go there. And let's say this guy is not the right guy to be a president. He can't keep people around. His retention sucks. And he's not picking the right people. So as much as you say the FBI, you pick these guys, right? So the person who picks them also gets judged for your ability to not choose the right person. You got to be able to hire the right people, right? Okay.
You can't pick on your team if you're drafted.
But let me tell you where I go here. If he's that terrible of a candidate, then guess what? Leave it alone. You're going to win, Democrats. So if he is who you say he is, the way you pose that question, then why are the Democrats so afraid of this guy?
That's a great point.
So then to me, it comes back to, if that's the candidate, like, you know how, okay, so say Trump would have ran against Michelle, not Hillary. Who wins? So in 2016, it's not Hillary, it's Michelle. Who wins?
I think Michelle.
Huh?
I think Michelle.
I
don't know about that.
By the way, let me ask you a different question. Say it was Obama's second term. Who wins?
Obama by a landslide.
Yeah. Say it's Obama's first term. Who wins?
Obama.
Okay. Say it's Clinton against Trump. Who wins?
Clinton.
Okay. Do you see where I'm going with this?
Yeah.
Here's where I'm going with this. The point I'm trying to make is the right was like, hell yeah, Hillary is running. Hell to the yeah, Hillary is running. Why? Because
she's beatable?
Because she's beatable. She's unlikable.
Well, she was the worst
fake.
candidate.
She is.
Totally.
There's nothing about her that's like, man, I want, like, you know the part about Obama, you're like, dude, you know what? Republicans showed up to the first inauguration when he gave the speech because it was like, dude, first African, you know how many Republicans?
Yeah, they should show up.
But no, it's not they should. It's not should. There's no such thing as should. I'm saying Republican voters showed up, not the leaders.
Oh, God.
People showed up to say, dude, freaking, I'm witnessing history. There was something you liked about Obama. Nothing likable about Hillary. Okay? So the Republicans are like, shit, we hope Hillary runs. Go run. Why aren't Democrats feeling that way? If you say he's such a bad candidate, you should kind of, like, it's art of war. You know, sometimes you got to get out of the way of the enemy when he's fallen.
Go run off a cliff.
Why don't you do that? Why don't you do that? If he's such a bad candidate, get out of his way. You're right. Step back on insurrection.
Because it's not about him. It's the ideas that they're afraid of.
Well, to me,
they know that it's deeper than him.
I think to me, here's what I think to me is. To me, is this guy is an operator, and operators are intimidating. You know why operators are intimidating? Because operators don't just say things to say them. Biden will say things to get elected. 90% of people that are running for office, they'll say whatever they can to get elected. Because the history is about what? It's about who got elected, right? Every once in a while, you find a person that, you know how they say, I'm going to kick your ass. They're actually going to kick your ass, okay? Those types of people are very scary. So the only thing that he made a point that makes you think is the following. So let's just say, you know, how different are Trump and DeSantis? If they're pushing this hard for Trump to be eliminated because they want to indict him so he can't run, what they're really saying is, we would much rather face off DeSantis than face off Trump.
That's right.
You think the Democrats would rather face DeSantis than Trump?
I'm saying
100%.
if.
Oh, I totally disagree.
Well, but that's your emotional opinion. But let me
just be an opinion.
But fine, it's your opinion. But let me say this part to you: if you are saying he lost all these people, if you are saying why did he fire all these people, if you are saying all these are bad judgment, isn't that a terrible candidate?
Yeah.
So why are you getting in his way?
Well, look, they're not just going to sit back and just let Trump do his thing. They're going to come after him.
But Trump can't do anything right now.
How so?
What can he do right now? He's not a president. He's a former president. And who in the White House like Obama? Like you think you know how Obama controlled the IRS, Obama controlled the FBI, Obama controlled CIA. Who does he control? Nobody. Who does he have control over? Nobody. Tell me who he has control over. The military?
The MAGA community. He still owns that.
But that doesn't mean anything because policies cannot be changed on that. All I'm saying is,
well, he still has his tentacles on people in Congress. Like he's not he might not be the king anymore, but he's
I don't
certainly
think so.
The kingmaker.
But
what do you mean? All his candidates won their election.
I get that.
And meanwhile, you have Mike Pence kind of going against him, and the Republican establishment. There's like these proxy wars going on.
I want to believe.
There's all that internal drama in the Republican Party, no doubt.
I'm taking the angle of your argument. Your argument is he's a terrible candidate for the right.
No,
okay?
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying there's a ceiling with him.
Okay.
What's the ceiling? 45%?
All right. So who's more intimidating to the left, Trump or DeSantis?
To the left?
To the left.
I think DeSantis. Number one, DeSantis doesn't have the star quality of Trump. Not even close. So I think we're kind of like conflating. Who is it, Trump or DeSantis? It's like, dude, it's not even freaking close.
But
however, in a general election, DeSantis is way more palatable to the general electorate than Trump.
Shouldn't that scare the Democrats?
I think so, yeah.
Shouldn't they be more about let Trump run?
I mean, they're not going to just sit there and let Trump win. We already went over the list of things that they're trying to come at him with.
But then there's a contradiction in that argument.
So if you like this clip and you want to watch another one, click right here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click right here.